Round 2.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Here we are. Savor the burn. Checking out another cocktail. This one's called the Midnight Owl Martini, featuring the Kentucky Owl Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And
The Confiscated.
Confiscated, yeah, because they do have different versions of it. This one here, it's a martini served in a coupe glass.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right. It smells amazing. It's got 1.5 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of espresso, 3/4 ounce coffee liqueur.
I love coffee, so...
And 2 hits or 2 dashes, whatever, of chocolate bitters.
This is going to have almost a perfect score on the nose for me.
Yeah, I bet. And you found this on the Kentucky Owl website?
This is another one off of theirs, yep.
Okay. Well, you know what? Their presentation does look pretty fucking snazzy.
I mean, out of all the ones we've tried, and they're not the only one that has good represented photo with their cocktails.
Some of them are
But their photo,
way off.
Their photos are pretty spot on to their cocktails. So
I think they could do like, dear listener, if you go to the Kentucky Owl website and look up their cocktail page, and you take
under
a look
recipes,
under recipes, and you look at this cocktail, the Midnight Owl Martini, you'll see it on like the serving tray, but down at the very bottom, there's a little spoon. That cocktail stir spoon thing.
Yep.
It was not used in the making of this cocktail.
No.
So get it the fuck off of the picture.
You know, that's actually a good... I hadn't even thought about that.
When
but
you look at the Savor the Burn photos and videos of the making of this cocktail, how many cocktail stir spoons were used?
In this cocktail?
In this cocktail?
None.
Not a one.
How many were on the table? None.
Because why?
Didn't use it.
We don't need a fucking spoon. No, we needed the jigger for sure. But anyway, not to get into the weeds with this thing like we do with so many other things.
Cheers, sir.
Yes, cheers. I'm going to get this on the nose. Look at that frosted coupe glass.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thunk using actual real espresso coffee would, and in the shaker, would produce that kind of a natural foam.
Right. Yeah, the foam too.
Oh, I can get behind that.
I ain't mad at it. It's bitter the way I like my coffee.
If you enjoy,
not that I've had coffee in over a year now, but this is
I'm terribly sorry.
This is very nice. No, it's all right.
If you enjoy your coffee just black, pour it, leave it alone.
Yeah.
This is your cocktail.
This is your cocktail. Like if you drink, what is it? The Jameson coffee.
Oh yeah.
And you can drink that straight, and you're A-okay with it. I mean, even if you put a creamer in it, if you put like an Irish cream in it, this is totally good. Today,
while I was thinking about this cocktail, I actually thought about that as a variation of this.
Yeah,
it would be a little reminiscent of that heavenly, the
heavenly ghost,
the heavenly ghost that we did, but put a 1/2 ounce of heavy whipping cream in this.
Oh, okay, yeah. The added dairy would thicken that foam.
It would thicken it up.
I was surprised to see foam on this
creamy.
Anyway.
It would make it super creamy.
Yeah.
And the heavy whipping cream would give it a little bit of that natural dairy sweetening.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Just to get it out there, just because I like my coffee black doesn't mean that I don't also like it with creamers in it too, with cream and sugars in it too.
You could also,
it just depends on the mood I'm in.
You could also put, a 1/2 ounce of or 3/4 ounce of the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream.
Yeah.
Which I bet would be actually pretty outstanding in this.
Yeah, there's what are those? We talked about the gimmick whiskeys before. One of them makes a dark chocolate sipping cream.
Oh, the Sugarland.
Sugarland. That's who does it? I thought it was like Moonlight something or other. But yeah, I think Sugarland does it. I think you're right. I would mix that with my coffee.
Old Smoky has a couple.
As well. So maybe something like that would be good.
Yep.
Yeah, any sipping cream would probably be great in this. Oh, did I ever have you try that Cosmic sipping cream.
I don't think so.
That I got down there in it was Pigeon Forge. It wasn't Gatlinburg. It was in the I think they called it the Island. It's like their little tourist area down there. But yeah, we found a little place that did hard ciders, and
very nice.
They had a few sipping creams in there. One of them was called Cosmic, and I shit you not, it's like you take a freshly rolled joint, you fire it up, you hit it, and then you immediately take a bite out of a Fruity Pebbles cereal breakfast bar thing, right? And like the experience you have like drinking this tastes like all of that.
Wow.
And it's wild. Fucking wild. I'll have to bring it over sometime. And no, I'm not going to do the side-by-side comparison with the whole joint thing and the cereal bar.
Somewhere down in that area, there's a cider brewery that called Gypsy something.
Gypsy.
That all they do is ciders, and my daughter loves it. She tries to go and visit my sister, not necessarily every year, but as often as possible, and that is like one of her absolute favorite. She loves hard ciders, and that particular one is top of her list.
Gypsy Circus cider.
That's it.
Yep, that's beautiful. We see that other one where it's just like straight, like horizontal shot, where you can't see the garnish. Because I thought that looked good too. You're just missing out on the garnish.
Do my quick little photog edit. Not sure if I'm going to get a square out of this one, but that's all right. It's hip to be square. Just rolling with the Huey Lewis.
Yeah, that's the second reference to Huey Lewis that I've heard tonight. Yeah, see that one looks good.
That's
too.
the one.
You know what? You can almost see the
little bumps.
Yeah, you can kind of see those on there. I was worried about not being able to see that, so that's what I was saying. Like, just lift the camera like 6 to 8 inches or whatever. But yeah, I'd say either one of those would be just fine.
This cocktail is really, really good.
It's got that coffee kind of mocha flavor to it, of course, because of all the stuff in it, and you can still
espresso.
taste the bourbon, and it's really nothing gets lost in it, including the chocolate bitters. Mm-hmm. The chocolate bitters adds a bit of a depth to it.
Yep, totally
really
agree
like
with that. So many coffee things. I feel just coffee and chocolate are cousins that live next door to each other.
Coffee, vanilla, chocolate.
But when you add just a hint of chocolate to your coffee, it kind of pushes it up and over the top and really kind of makes it
beautiful. And that still shows some of the frost.
On
the bottom too. Yeah, because you're not a poop. You're not a poop.
Not a poop or a proop.
You froze your croup. Whiskey. You just eat the bean?
You can.
Did you?
I mean, I haven't.
Okay.
Oh no, I was
because I've done that before.
Pretzels.
Okay, I've done that before, and people look at me like I've got ears growing out of my forehead. I saw the Frugal Gourmet do it.
Chocolate covered
years ago.
espresso beans is a thing.
It's a thing. There's nothing.
But you don't
wrong
think
with
about it because
eating
it's covered in chocolate. So you just eat it, and it's like, oh, it's chocolate. You're eating a coffee bean.
That's it. A chocolate covered coffee bean.
By the way, these are Kansas City roastery beans.
Okay. I see the roastery bags a lot. And for whatever reason, my mind always reads it first as rotisserie. I can't get it out of my head. So every time I see it, I have to force myself to read it. Entire thing. Roastery.
I'm thankful it doesn't taste like chicken.
That makes one of us. I'll eat a fucking rotisserie chicken like it's an apple. But you being vegetarian, I could definitely see why. Very tasty. This is a Pinky's Up cocktail.
There's that bean for you.
There it went. Le crunch.
Guess I should probably get some numbers on this one. What you got?
What I got? Well, I will be happy to tell you on the nose, I gave this a 5.
I gave 4 3/4.
It's close. It's close to a 5.
And I did think about the 5.
You did think about it. I thought about it a little bit less. But I got excited because I haven't had coffee in over a year now, and I'm thinking, what better way to have a cup of coffee than also have espresso in it, and also have bourbon, and not just any bourbon, not like my new old standard, the Jim Beam Black Label, but the Kentucky Owl Confiscated straight bourbon whiskey. That whiskey, that bourbon that we tried, has when we tried it neat, when we did the little review on it, it had a lot to offer, lots of different flavors on that palate. So I was pretty excited. Definitely thankful that you pulled this rabbit out of the hat to have us try. And on the palate, I gave it another 5. How about you, Mr. W2?
4.5.
4.5. All right. I'm not going to sit over here and get butt hurt because on the finish, I gave it another 5.
Wow.
Are you noticing a pattern?
Don't get mad at me.
I'm not.
I gave it a 4.
I have yet to get mad at you, I think.
I gave it a 4 1/4.
All right. I'm starting to get there, though. I haven't been mad at you yet, but I'm starting to get there. Presentation?
My standard 4 3/4.
All right. See,
Did you give this a perfect 10?
I gave it a perfect 10. This is a perfect 10 cocktail for me. But backing up real quick to the presentation part, when it comes to the presentation, I look at whatever's been brought up on the internet, right? From the manufacturer is the wrong word, from the distillery, whatever, from the website, from the source. Thank you. Fuck, that's the right word. I look at what comes from the source, and I compare, even though it's unfair, I compare between the source and the Savor the Burn recreation. And I think what you've done was better than what we have on the computer. Now, the source shows a thicker foam to it. With it's a little bit darker on the foam.
But my glass is still frosted.
Yeah, you're glad. They are clearly poops. They did not freeze their coop, and they have a bar spoon in there that doesn't make sense in the photo.
Somebody polished and white gloved that glass before they took the photo.
That's fine. Not to poo-poo on the source, honestly.
Right.
Like, I'm not shitting on the source because they really did. Look at that serving tray that it's sitting on. Mirror finish.
Yeah.
And that spoon that's sitting there. Mirror finish. However, I like yours better.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, you look at the photos. You just had them up. You look at the photos and you look at the base of the coupe glass, right? So you had the coupe glass and there was like a little bit of a rim around the base here before it was frosted up in here, and then right up here in the middle it wasn't frosted, of course, because it's just thick or whatever. So to me, that reminds me of a titty, and I'm a big fan of those. Large, small.
Girl, same.
I mean, sometimes they're all self-conscious about it because they're like two different sizes. One's with you, the other one's mad and looking at the floor. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for involving me.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me.
I mean, even on the straight-on profile, you could tell that's still frosted. Even right there. It's still frosted.
Yes, sir. That's a mighty fine cocktail in my estimation. What did your final score end up being?
9 1/8. 9.125.
So, that's not bad at all, especially for a W2 score. Your W2 scores can be a bit harsh, even on your own creations.
Trying to push that envelope.
Yeah.
Because one of these days, we're going to come back around to some of these cocktails. And if I'm doing my homework and doing what I should be doing, when we come back around to it, I want room.
Room to grow?
Room to grow.
All right. Well, good luck. Because if I think it's a 10, it's a damn 10.
All right.
No, damn it. Now, maybe had you thrown a little salt in there to make it pop, maybe it could have been better. I don't know. Maybe it could have been as Pantera would say, a new level. So, dear listener, if you like coffee cocktails, feel free to check out the Night Owl Martini. You can either go to the Kentucky Owl website and flip through their recipes and see what all they got, and zero in on the Night Owl Martini and try making this yourself. Or you can go to savortheburn.com/cocktails. And you can find this cocktail recipe there, and you can definitely try it out. If you have a favorite cocktail recipe that involves coffee, please feel free to send us an email, info@savortheburn.com. Send it to me if you want, Jonathan@savortheburn.com, or send it to W2, Mr. Mixologist Extraordinaire, W2@savortheburn.com. And we will definitely check that out. Or, drop us a link in any of the inboxes on our socials, whether that be Facebook, Twitter, X. Just at us.
Yeah.
Damn it. With the recipe, just post it directly on there and tag us in it. We'll see it.
Tag it.
We'll check it out. Tag us. Tag a motherfucker. Tag us, motherfuckers. Anyway, family show. So I gotta quit dropping the MF bombs. This is damn coffee in the whiskey. It's got me cussing like a sailor. Stop by Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can just send us a YouTube link if you got one online. Or on YouTube somewhere that you want us to see and watch and check out. And Mr. W2, what I wrote down here, I don't think I said this earlier, but I wrote the little review for this one as follows: a cocktail that is as easy to drink as your morning cup of coffee, easy to put together. This robust coffee martini will have you ready for more. I stand by those words.
I like it.
You fucking deadpan me with that response every time. I fucking love it. Anyway, so
it's great,
dear listener. If you think we're on point, if you think we're fucking crazy, let us know. Drop a comment and or send us a voice. What is the thing on Spotify?
The voicemail.
Yeah, send us a voice message on Spotify if you're listening on Spotify. And if you're not, you're listening on whatever podcast app of choice.
Just go to the website.
Yeah, definitely go to the website.
There's
you can find every link that we got right there. And definitely stop by the store, savortheburn.com/shop. And scroll down, you can see some very fancy cocktail glassware that we have there in the shop, and those are all, of course, Amazon affiliate links. So if you buy from one of those links, you support a small business that is making these incredible glasswares. You support Savor the Burn, and we definitely appreciate that. And in return, you get some really cool stuff. So we're definitely happy to help do what we can to support small business, and we're happy to have you help support us, a small little podcast. So thank you for listening to this episode of Savor the Burn, recorded live in Savor the Burn Studios. And no matter what coffee or not coffee cocktail you're drinking, no matter who you're drinking it with, always remember to keep on burning.